Well, this morning I'm with Dick Branch with Independent Wealth Connections. And, Dick, every parent, wants to give their child a better life, a better childhood than they did. Whether theirs was good or not, that's the goal, right? So how do you do that without being in debt?
Well, it's a complicated process.
Yeah.
I mean, in today's society, we know that it costs parents somewhere between $200,000 and $250,000 to raise a child from birth to age 18, and that doesn't include college.
Wow.
What really disturbs me is that recent surveys have shown that more than half of parents are now going into debt to buy things for their kids that they don't even really need.
And that's the key, is what's essential and what's not, right, for the child.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you have this idea about, we're going to talk about chores first. Okay, so chores. That's a great way to kind of instill in them, a little bit of a lesson about money, right? And work.
Exactly right. The educational system doesn't do a particularly good job of teaching people about how to manage money and deal with it in a lifetime. So if parents could actually pay their kids to do chores around the house, it's a nice way to help them understand the correlation between work and a paycheck, which is something they have to deal with for their whole life. Make
them decide whether or not it's worth it or not to buy that, $50 toy. Now,
that's a great example because if it turns out that $50 DVD is actually 5 times mowing the lawn, now they may decide they don't want that DVD after all, or that game after all. We
got about 30 seconds. I want to talk about this 3-jar method that you've talked about to me off camera. It sounds like a great idea. Tell our viewers about that.
Well, the concept is to get kids saving at an early age, but to do it in a way that they're going to deal with life with different categories. So we like 3 jars. Can be 3 envelopes, 3 piggy banks, whatever. Yeah. So the first one is for spending, the second one is for saving, and the third one is for giving. And every time a child gets some money from either work or as a gift, they can put the money into different jars. And the spending jar is for low-cost purchases. The saving jar is to save for those larger costs. And the giving is to actually give money to charities and church and friends and those sorts of things.
Great idea. Well, Dick, real quickly, we're out of time, but where can folks go? We could talk about this all day. I've got 2 kids. I'm learning stuff as we go, but where can folks go to kind of get a little bit more on this?
Well, parents should be operating from a budget, and if they want to go over to our website at independentwealthconnections.com, we've got some budgets there, and we'd be happy to help them with those things.
All right. Dick Branch, thank you so much for your time this morning. Great advice.